In the previous class, we have discussed about Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, dependent source problems, and also Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superposition, and reciprocity theorem with AC excitation. Right. Today we are going to discuss about superposition theorem with the dependent sources problems. Right. First problem, that is find the current in below circuit using superposition theorem. What is given, the circuit is like this. This is a circuit. Find the current means current in the circuit using superposition theorem. Current, that is nothing but I. He mentioned that find the current I using superposition theorem, right? So first of all, superposition theorem means first you have to check that number of sources, how many number of sources in the circuit, right? So number of circuit in the circuit, number of sources in the circuit are two, that is 10 voltage source and 2 ampere source. This is the dependent source only. We did not consider this as a source. It is only a dependent source which depends on other source. Actually, we consider only independent sources only. Independent sources means this, like this and that is circle shape. Okay, this is rhombus shape. It is not considered as a source. Okay, right. In this circuit we has two sources, then we have two steps simply. Okay, right. So first step one means 10 voltage source acting alone. Step 1, 10 voltage source acting alone. Remaining all the sources are inactive. Whereas if it is a current source, it should be open circuited. If it is a voltage source, it should be short circuited, right? You should not disturb the dependent sources and the circuit, that is the resistances positions are dependent source position. So we did not disturb this circuit, right? Because network, this is the network, we did not disturb this network. Okay na? Even dependent sources also, right? Okay, so step one, right? Step one is a 10 voltage source acting alone. This is 10 voltage source acting alone, right? Okay, 10 voltage source acting alone, and other source, that is the current source 2 ampere source should be inactive, which is current source. Then we have to open circuited this one. Okay na, open circuited, right? The circuit becomes like this. Okay, then when the circuit, that is the we need to find out the current, right? Find the current means this is first circuit means let the current is I1. Okay, let apply the loop analysis, that is mesh analysis. Okay, apply the loop analysis, right? Consider, let then the current I1, let us say the current I1 passes through this way and this way and this way, like this, like this, like this, and this way. Okay, right? So the current cannot, that is did not pass through this way, because this is way open circuited, right? I1 is passes through, first of all, minus 10 plus 6 into I1 plus 6 into I1. So first here minus touches the minus terminal, then minus 2 into Vx, right? Next here plus into 2 into I1 plus 2 into I1. You did not consider it is this is minus and plus, you should not consider this one. Okay, we should consider, wait for a while. This is current passes always from not positive terminal to negative terminal, right? Here also the current always passes from positive terminals to negative terminal only. You should not consider this Vx, that is Vx means it has minus terminal here and plus terminal here. Vx nothing but Vx nothing but the dependent source has the voltage 2 into Vx. Okay, uh, here the Vx means the voltage across 2 ohms. Okay na, here the Vx means the voltage across 2 ohms, right? So then the voltage Vx equal to minus 2 into I1. Vx equal to minus 2 into I1. Sorry, wait. Vx equal to minus 2 into I1, right? Minus 2 into I1 because of minus, I mentioned that minus because So the current passes through this way, but the current touches the minus terminal here. That's why the Vx equal to minus 2 into I1, right? Okay, leave it. First of all, you go for this circuit, that is minus 10 minus 10, 6 into I1 minus 2 into Vx plus 2 into I1, right, equal to 0, right? So from this Vx, just I mentioned that Vx equal to minus 2 into I1 because the current passes in this way, which touches the minus symbol, right? The Vx means the voltage across the 2 ohms, right? Vx equal to minus 2 into I1, uh, right? So then minus 10 plus 6 into I1 minus 2 into Vx, substitute the Vx value in Vx equal to into I1 in this way, in this Vx value, okay, minus 2 into I1 plus 2 into I1. So from this we can measure it as, we can simplify this way. So then 12 into I1 equal 10. The I1 means 10 by 12, which is equal to 0.83, right? uh, Next, step 2 means 2 ampere source acting alone, 2 amperes current source. This is current source acting alone, while in this case the 10 volt source should be inactive. Inactive means short circuited or open circuited. This is voltage source means short circuited, right? The circuit becomes like this. The volt, I did not change anything, only I changed that voltage source only. That is, the voltage source should be short circuited. Okay, this is short circuited, right? The 2 ampere source current source acting alone, right? Okay, here we have two loops. That is, let us say this is I1 loop and this is I2 loop, right? Okay, we can set that I1, directly we can set that I1 means 2 amperes, right? Because the loop consists of current source less than current I1. That is this, okay na? This, the current I1 means 2 amperes, then current I2, okay na? We have to determine the I2 value because here he mentioned that the current I passes through the this 6 ohms, right? So then here I called as I1, same second current, that is I2 according to superposition theorem. This is I2, right? Okay, so from this we can apply the loop analysis. That is, first 6 into I1 minus 2 into Vx. Okay, this is voltage source. Then directly we can mention that minus 2 into Vx. Okay, right, plus 2 into I1 minus I2 or I1 plus I2, right? Sorry, I2 plus I1 or I2 minus I1, right? I2 plus I1 both are same direction. This is I2 in this direction, I1 also same direction, flows to the 2 ohms, right? So then 2 into I2 plus I1, right? So this is the second equation. From this we can say that Vx, what is meant by Vx, right? So here Vx means the voltage across 2 ohms. Vx means the voltage, right? Here you see that Vx value, the Vx value is the voltage across 2 ohms, right? In the previous case it is different, in this case it is different. Okay, Vx means Vx equal to, mm, that is the current directions, both current directions are same direction, both currents are touches the minus terminal. So then minus I1 plus I2 into R, that is V equal formula IR, right? So here the current passes the 2 ohms is I1 plus I2, right? And because both are in same direction, right? I1 plus I2 into 2 ohms, right? Because of mentioned I minus means both are directions, both the currents are touches the minus value, right? Minus into I1 plus I2 into 2, Vx equal to, substitute Vx in equation number, that is loop equation, right? Here, okay, now we substitute the Vx value, this Vx value substitute in this equation, right? So then, right, like this, okay, now simplify this equation. 2 is 6 into I2 plus 4, multiply this one, 4 into I1 plus I2 plus 2 into I1 plus I2, right? Simplify this equation, then we can get as I2 equal to minus 12 by 12, which is equal minus I1 according to superposition theorem. According to superposition theorem, total current I equal to I1 plus I2, where I got in the previous case is 0.83 and second case is minus 1. So that is 0.83 minus 1, which is equal 0.17. That is the total current. The current passes through the current passes through the 6 ohms, that is in the circuit, is I equal to 0.17, right? This is according to superposition theorem. This is dependent sources. Dependent sources means it is not a difficulty, just it he has given the dependent sources, and also it is he can give the idea about that is um, clue about we dependent source also. We here the dependence has the value 2 vx means it should give, okay na, right, vx that is here, that is the voltage across 2 ohms, okay na, right. Vx it dependent on sources is nothing but it is not a difficulty problem, it is an easy only, just simply like previous problems only, but he should give the some clues about dependent on sources, that is here vx means the voltage across 2 ohms. You have to mention that vx and first case also and second case also differently, right. Okay, next second problem, we go for second problem. Mm, same, simply it is also a simple problem. Find the circuit shown in figure. So for the circuit shown in figure, find the current I4. Find the current I4 using the superposition theorem. So first of all, you have to see the circuit. This is the circuit he has given. That is the current I4 means the current passes through the 4 ohms. That is the current passes through this branch, right? uh, the current passes through this branch. You have to find out the current passes through this branch, and this is also the current I4 passes towards upside, that is towards the, let us say this is node, and the current passes through towards the node, right? I4, you have to find out the I4. So right, okay, first of all you have to check out because he has given superposition theorem means first step is to check the number of sources in the circuit. Okay, number of sources in the circuit are one, this is 22 voltage source, and second one is 5 ampere source, right? First one is a voltage source and second one is current source, but this is also a source, but it is dependent source, okay now. You did not mention that it is a source, and you have to take three steps, okay. We have to consider only independent sources only. You should not consider and you should not disturb the dependent sources, okay. Right. Here we have, he has given the two sources. First step is 20 voltage source acting alone, while the other source is inactive. If it is already I mentioned that if it is current source, you have to open circuited. If it is voltage source, you have to short circuited, right? Okay. First step, 20 voltage source. 20 voltage source acting alone. 20 voltage source means here the 20 voltage source acting alone. The current source is open circuited, right? The circuit becomes like this. Okay, the circuit becomes like this. Okay, right. So it has only one loop. You apply that some, that is mesh analysis. Okay, the current passes through this way, let the current passes through this way, and let the current passes through this circuit is ix, okay na, and the second circuit is iy. So the total current I equal to, that is i4 equal to ix plus iy.